Hello everyone, I'm Bhavesh. I'm here to share my knowledge with you. As a student, I know that we tend to forget many things. So today I'm here to brush up with the things which we have learned in the previous semesters. And the topic is bones. And we will be discussing about the classification of bones and also the cartilage. So please stay tuned. Okay, so let's begin with the definition of bone. So we have the definition of bone here, which is the bones are the framework of the body which are formed by inorganic calcium salts which make them rigid and hard. So we know that bones are rigid in structure and also they form a framework of the body which helps in supporting and movement. The classification of bones. So basically we can classify the bones into four types. We have the regional classification, morphological classification, developmental classification and the macroscopic classification. So coming on to the regional classification, we can divide the bones into an axial classification and the appendicular classification. Coming on to the morphological, here by morphology I mean the shape. So according to the shape we can divide it into long bones, short bones, flat bones and irregular bones. Next, coming on to the developmental type, we have three types, that is the membranous bones, the membrocartilaginous and we have the cartilaginous. Coming on to the macroscopic type, we have by macroscopy I mean here is the structure. So by structure we can divide the bones into two, that is the compact bone and the spongy bone. Okay, so moving on to the functions of the bone, we have the first and foremost, that is the bones are helpful in supporting the skeletal system. Next is it was helpful for the movement. Then we have the protection, that is it protects the sensitive structures. For example, we have the thoracic cage, that is we have the thoracic rib cage which protects the internal organs such as lungs and heart. Next, the major function of blood bones is formation of the blood cells. As we know, in the later videos we will be seeing the structure of the bones. It has a red bone marrow which is helpful in the production of red blood cells. The last function of bones is storage. Storage in the forms of minerals and fats. Here I mean minerals, that is it can be sodium, potassium, phosphorus and magnesium, etc. Examples of the bones, as we know the classification of bones: long, short, flat and irregular. So we will give some examples. That is long bones, the examples are femur, then we have the humerus. In short bones we have the carpals and tarsals. Coming on to the flat bones, examples of flat bones are scapula, vertebrae and the ribs. Here we have the sternum. Coming on to irregular bones, we have the vertebrae and the bones of skull. Coming on to the sesamoid bone. Sesamoid bones are nothing but these have an attachment with a tendon. So example of these are patella, which is found in the knee joint. And next we have the pneumatic bones. Here by pneumatic bones I mean the bones which have large air spaces in between them. So the examples of these are the ethmoid bone, the sphenoid bone. These are the bones which are found in the skull. for the examples of membranous bones, we have the bones of the skull and face, wherein the skull is formed by 8 bones and the face is formed by 14 bones. Coming on to the next, we have the cartilaginous. Here we have the example of vertebrae, and the best example you can take is thoracic cage. The third one is membrocartilaginous, where we have the clavicle as a bone, and also the temporal bone, and the last is mandible. Coming on to the third classification, we have discussed the axial and the appendicular. Again, we have the axial skeleton is nothing but the bones which are present in the center of the body, and the appendicular bones are nothing but the upper limbs and the lower limbs. So the axial skeleton consists of around 80 bones, and the appendicular skeleton consists of about 126 bones, which in total is a total of 206 bones in the whole body. Okay, so last but not the least, we have the cartilage in our topic. So first of all, we will know what is a cartilage. Cartilage is nothing but it is a semi-rigid structure, unlike bone, which is rigid and hard, which is found in the body. It is formed of cells and fibers, which is embedded by nucleopolysaccharides. So coming on to the classification, again we have it in 3 types. That is the hyaline cartilage, the fibrocartilage, and we have the elastic cartilage. So coming on to the hyaline cartilage, we can see these cartilages which are covering the synovial membranes. Coming on to the fibrocartilage, this is the cartilage which is found in the epiglottis. And the last one is elastic cartilage. Elastic cartilage is mostly seen in ear pinna. So that's all for today.